You know, I gotta say, I find this new configuration to be quite roomy and much easier to access the vehicle. How you guys doing today? Hello everyone. Good day to you. Welcome back to the channel. I'm sitting inside of a Ford Escape right now. Not an Edge. I think I'm gonna call it an Edge later on in this video. We've got the interior torn apart, and you won't believe why I'm pulling the entire inside of this Ford apart. Stay tuned. This is gonna be a very good video. Well, today being an unorganized man-child slob has caught up to me. I made a very critical error in life today. I came in this morning with my normal cup of coffee. I make these at home. We get the little coffee cups from Costco or whatever. And I got a habit of not finishing my cup, and sometimes I'll leave it just kind of sitting around. Like you can see, there's an empty and there's an empty. I got a habit for never killing the bottom of the bottle also. I came to my computer earlier and I grabbed what I thought was today's coffee cup, and it turns out it was yesterday's coffee cup. And I took a sip and immediately knew something was foul. And I looked inside and it looked okay, but my stomach's telling me right now that I'm pretty sure I just drank some cottage cheese coffee. So I'm not doing so hot. And Lauren's...
I feel so bad.
Yeah. So I have two choices. I can puke it all up and start over again, or I can just kind of muscle through it and see what happens. I only drank like one sip, but I could tell it's not good.
I'm gonna make you some black coffee, like really strong, robust.
Oh yeah, can I have? Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good. Thank you, darling. Appreciate you. I'm gonna try to go to some work. We're headed out here to a 2019 Ford Escape. It's that one right over there. Looks like it's got a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, according to the paperwork. We have an HVAC concern today. That's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. That term also carries over into residential and commercial structures, not just automotive. Anyway, they say that while the AC's going, slowly it'll just start not blowing and the AC will die out. So that leads me to believe we may have a blower motor issue. Maybe not so much a... Oh, I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have so much of a cooling capability issue through the actual cooling system. Perhaps it's a fan issue. This thing's got 109,446 miles on the odometer. We have no check engine lights. This is good. Let's try our fan. Okay, I'm getting some air, but it makes like some clicky noises. Okay, turn it up. Now we've got airflow. Alright. It's not really making cold though. Let's get some thermometers out. Yeah, we're just going to evaluate the whole system, make sure it's capable of cooling. We'll check the charge maybe. I'm not really certain what we're going to do yet. We need to see some symptoms out of this. I'm going to back her out of the parking space here. We'll get her into the shop and see what this thing will reveal to us. So stay tuned. This is going to be a very good diag and repair video. Oh, it's doing it. The fan is set on 4. And it's just slowly kind of winding down. And I hear like a woo noise. And now we have virtually no airflow. Yeah, fan on 4 and we have no airflow. And some squeaky brakes. You guys hear that? Well, this is good. We've got a condition here. So, do you hear that whoop, 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 whoop noise? This is weird. That is so weird. It was going whoop, 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 whoop. Let's see here. How do I open the hood? Ah, there it is. I almost gave up. Okay. Well, I see an engine, little 4-cylinder. No whoopee whoop 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 noise though, not from here. Let's go up back inside, I guess. Nothing. That's so strange. I don't know what to do. let's see if the HVAC module is commanding the compressor on. Let's see if the AC system authorization has shut down entirely, or if we have a localized problem. What I'm trying to determine is why we're not running. So let's see. Okay, so that compressor clutch down there is actuated. So the system is attempting to transfer heat. The compressor is running. I'm gonna reach back. There's our two AC lines. Let's see if we're making cold. Yep, that's super cold right there. And our high side line is a little bit warm. That's what it's supposed to be doing. So our issue is with our blower motor system inside. That's our problem here. Here, let's get into the glove box and try to locate our blower motor. Is that broken? No, it is not. How do I get this glove box door open? Push the tabs in and... No? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we can't get to the blower through the glove box, so that's not what I'm looking for. I hear that ticky brrk noise again too. Let's see here. I feel or hear some air. I feel a little bit of airflow down here. I see no blower motor. Alright, well, here's why I can't find it. So right here, this is an illustration of the dash. Driver's gonna sit here, passenger's gonna sit here, and the front of the vehicle is over here. So we're looking windshield right there, okay? Does that make sense? So we're looking over here for the blower motor. Well, that guy right there, see that little round barrel looking thing with the wire coming out of it? That's our blower motor. Now right here, that's the radio screen area. So the blower motor inside of this particular Ford Edge, the one that I think is making that goofy noise, is located in here. So I gotta pull all this apart to find access to that blower motor. That's awesome. Thanks, Ford. And it's looking like the speed controller or resistor is located just below the actual motor housing. There we go. Yeah, there's the motor housing right there. That's our speed controller. So you've got a power and a ground for the motor. I'm not sure why there's only one wire going into that. That's probably obviously a control wire. Regardless, we need to pull the dash apart, I think. Okay, so I did a little bit of reading. Did some reading on the all data. I misread my chart diagram thing, and the blower motor is actually on this side. It's on driver's side, not passenger side. That dinging noise is gonna get old real quick. That's gonna get old super fast if I've got to. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. The car thinks the door's open, right? There. Now it thinks the door is closed. So anyway, as I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself, I misread my charts, and it turns out that the blower is on this side. Now, what I'm supposed to do, apparently, is remove the accelerator pedal position sensor, or the accelerator pedal, that thing, and then the resistor is supposed to be up there somewhere. I think that might be it. But we know, yeah, that is it, I see it. We know that the motor works because we heard the motor working. Let's do some quick checking. We'll see how repeatable this situation is. Let's key it back on. And we have no fan just yet. Key it back off. Do this a couple times till we get some fan action. It doesn't want to give me fan now. Yeah, now I've got nothing at the motor. Okay, so let's see. There's our resistor thing right there. That's the connector for the motor. Let me just try to get a hold of that connector. Bear with me here, folks. I'm gonna see if there's voltage and ground on this connector right here. I think I can reach it. I think, oh, that's up there. We're losing light, sorry boys. There it is. All right, that's the power connector to the motor, okay? So, with this thing keyed on, when we're turned up, we should have voltage on that line, I think. Let's fire up the voltmeter, drop it on the ground. I despise under dash work, I really do. This is not my favorite place to live. So the meter's powered up. There's our connector right there. Let's probe this guy. Oh. Here we go. Put that one in there. And that one goes right there. Oh, gravity. What do we got here? 12 volts. We've got voltage on the line, power and ground. So with power and ground on that line, that motor should be coming on, and it is not. Try to plug it back in. I know you can't see, sorry folks. It's way up there. I got my finger on the connector. I have my finger on the connector. Hear that? That motor's burnt up. Yep. I'm gonna put a blower motor and the speed controller in it. That's what it needs. Motor and a speed controller. Yeah, it's running now. It's going on slow speed though, even though we're turned up. That's a bad motor. Okay. Diagnosis complete. Let's get one ordered. All right, we're back on the passenger side, and I did some more researching, and I have found why I thought I had to take this off from the from this side over here. That's because the blower motor, although it's on that side of the car, it comes out through this side of the HVAC box. So we have to take out all this trim and dashboard stuff to get access to it after we take the body control module out, and some brackets and all kinds of stuff. This is not fun. The car gods are upset with me today. There's clips in here that I don't want to break, and I don't know where they are. I found a couple of them. Oh, one more down there. Pop you out. Do not break. Oh, we have some foreshadowing. This is going to be pain. Much pain. Automotive agony. There we go.
Your job looks so frustrating.
It is. It's remarkably frustrating. You spend all day doing something and get nowhere. So what I need to get access to is right here. There's the door check stop for this glove box, and I can see where it clips on, but I can't get my hand on it to remove it. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of slows down the door actuation when you open it, so it doesn't just fly open. It's called a door check, and I need to remove the thing, and I can't get to it. This is fun. Oh, let's see, there's plastic stuff everywhere that I can't touch. Maybe I can reach behind the box. Let's try that. Open it some more now. If I... Oh, this car is frustrating to me on so many levels. Okay, so clearly I'm trying to peel the wrong layer of onion here, so I'm just gonna start taking things off, panels and everything else, and you name it, until I find the next layer. Yeah, I'm just gonna take everything apart. I think this side panel over here has to go away as well. This one, you can't even see. This one over here. Yeah, let's pull this big side panel off. I wonder if I have to take the seats out too. This cover thing over here, it's clearly a cover for a fastener of some sort. My trim tool won't get behind it. Yeah, this trim tool is too big to fit in there. You've got to be super careful using metallic pry tools on plastics, because you'll put a dent in it if you pry the wrong way, and that would be bad. Okay, popping loose. Looks like this cover for the console goes over top of that, so we have to pull this cover out too. There's a bolt. Good old Ford 5.5 millimeters. Let's just pull this guy out right now. It's our first fastener of the day. Hooray. Okay, so that's gone. We got to pull this console cover up. I'm not sure how this guy comes out. This whole thing has to pop up. Thinking, now you see it, now you don't. Now you see it, No, you don't. Okay. Ooh, that's a breaker, plastic breaker moment right there. Because the clip is around here somewhere, but it doesn't want to pop. There we go. Trim tools. It's guilt-free pry bar. Okay, and another plastic piece of trim on this side. Okay, I thought someone had pried on that. This piece of lint though. It goes up there. Let's hinge this whole business up, out and away to the back seat with you. So now, I think we can pop this guy out. Yep, that's gonna come right out. Here's the clip. Don't break. Bing. Another one. There's another one there. Okay. More of them down there. The seat's in the way. Flange you back there and pop that other clip out. And there's, of course, a couple at the bottom. This is interesting. Well, looks like we're going to use the hand as a pry bar. Just get in there and pop that out. There we go. Wowie kazowies, boys. Warning, do not do your own blower motor on your Ford Escape. It's an Escape, by the way, not an Edge. I had that wrong too. I'm full of wrong today. I give up. Seat's coming out. Looks like 2 bolts in the back. Probably 2 more in the front. This seat has to go. Get that one right there. Come out of there. Okay. So now, take the seat, slide it back. Should give me access to the front bolts. Trim tool pry bar for the cover. Found $1. There we go. Flashlight gravity every time. This is one of those things that people will work around and not remove. I talk about that a lot. Stuff your hand in there and cut yourself up, sprain your fingers, all for 4 bolts and some inconvenience. There we go. We've got some kind of electronical connector down here. There's a surprise. A modern car with wires attached to the seats. Who'd have thought? There's our clip connecting device here. Come on. There we go. Come out. Ow. Okay, got that. Oh. Why, Ford? Why are you doing this to me? Some things, they just don't make no sense. Taking seats out's one of them. Woo! Cool. So now, with the seat out of the way, I still can't get this panel out. How about that? That's good stuff. All right, and there's another clip in there. Hang on. There's one. Pull it back. There we go. That was super easy. Look at that. Look at that. So I see 2 fasteners up here at the top of this glove box on the inside. Those obviously have to come out. Let's get these guys removed. Wrong direction. Ah, that's bright. Sorry, guys. Blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. feel like there's some more clips in there. Ow! Ow! Something's pokey in there too. Yeah, there's a clip right there. See it? I've been poked and prodded and stabbed by a Ford. Okay, and there's probably some bolts at the bottom. I've seen 2, I think, down there. Some 10s. There's one here. Let me show you. I think there's a 10. There's one right there. I think these are for this glove box. If not, we'll put them back in later. Yep. That's a glove box 10. And their counterpart right there. Aha! Glove box victory. Look at that. Put it in the back seat. Cool. That's what we were trying to achieve. Hey, look, I found there's blower motor in there somewhere. Cool. Okay, so inside of our dash, the next phase here is instructing me to remove the body control module and its bracket, and then there's a bracket up there I have to take out also. So let's figure out how these clips work. Do this without breaking them. All right, we squeeze the sides. There's a tab right there. We push that tab in and then hinge the lever up. This one, I don't know about that one. Awesome. That's nice. A wire soldered to a fuse. That's cute. The challenges just continue on this car. It's nothing major, just these little annoyances. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer today. Sorry if I'm coming across that way. I'm actually in a real good mood. And I'm finding that things are challenging that today, and the world at large is attempting to take my good mood and make it less than a good mood. And I'm reluctant to participate. So basically what I'm saying is the universe is trying to screw me over today, and I'm just not engaging it in a negative fashion. Because I have the power of self-control, and I can control my emotions even when my emotions are telling me to behave irrationally and to lash out against things. Alright, I need to get something to pluck that fuse out with, and then we can get the module popped out of there. Some needle nose pliers for the win here. Yeah, that's a new one. Soldered the wire to a fuse. We could have just got one of those little breakout things that it's like an ADA circuit, they call it. And it's basically a little plug you can plug in there, and it'll stack 2 fuses on it. One fuse is for the circuit you plugged into, and then the other fuse draws power off the bus bar in the module and then provides power to another circuit, hence the ADA circuit name. And here's our module. It's the body control module. I'm just gonna put you right up there so you can scratch the dash up. Perfect. Looks like there's 2 13mm nuts. Let's unnut it. Huh, look at that. The wiring harness just hanging out on the bracket right there. Actually a nice mount. Oh, another fastener up at the top. I didn't see that one. My illuminator was in my way. and another harness right there. There we go. Okay, so looking up from this body control module, this bracket thing has to come out. So I see a 8mm there, and I'm sure there's another one somewhere else. Maybe that thing right there. Start taking out bolts till it gets flippy floppy. Wrong size. See, that was yet another opportunity for me to engage in frustration. Not today, world, not today. You're not gonna get me. Beep, beep. All right. So where's that other bolt at? Where are you, fastener? I know you're in there. I'm not kidding. I've been down here for about 45 minutes trying to get one bolt out. I've got a socket wrench going through this slot, hooked around, and it's pointing down, and the bolt runs through this bar right here. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, look at that. There it is. That's the bolt. I think that's the bolt. It's supposed to be the bolt, and it better be the bolt. Whew. 3 more minutes. I'm just sitting here. Be a mechanic, they said. See the world, they said. Help people, they said. Make good money, they said. Learn a new skill. Should have been an astronaut. Okay. It still doesn't come out. Oh my God, no! Get out of here, no. Oh, I was about to lose it right there. Absolutely about to lose my brain cranium. Oh, let me get out of here. Hang on, there's tools on my chest. Yeah. Okay. Whew. So, where are we at now? About the same place where we were when we started, I think. Except there's one thing not attached. Oh, look up there. There's another. There's a plastic clip attaching something else. Okay, cool. So we'll go back in with that trim tool. We're gonna break this piece of plastic right here because it's a 2-piece push clip. Surprised it didn't just break. Yeah, that's a 2-piece clip. Those usually always break. Yeah, the way you set that clip is you set it in and then push the middle section in, and it locks in, and that's not even supposed to come out the way it did. And I bent the bracket. This is dumb. This is just the punch out that goes in the middle of this. What? I don't know what's going on with this. You're making me jaded there, Ford. You're getting me jaded. A little bit jaded. So now we can see why we're doing this. We're in here to tear all this apart because of that screw right there. And there's another one that I've got to reach all the way around behind all this rigmarole. Yeah, there's another screw back here somewhere that I can't even see. But all this stuff has to come out of here. Good times, I must say. Jaded. So Ford says, I see you. Ford says that a mirror and a flashlight and a magnetic socket may be necessary to aid in the extraction of the Torx bolt that is back here behind this. So I've got an extension right here. I don't even know if you guys can see. Let me turn the light off and see. That bolt is back there about 6-7 inches. It's barely visible. I can barely see it in the mirror, but I've got that the Torx bit on the bolt, and I need to figure out how to get that bolt out now without getting the Torx to come off the bolt. So that whole assembly business there has to be removed. Oh, come on. And I just came off the socket. Yeah, it just came off. I really spent 15 minutes trying to put that socket on there, and I lost it. After this, I'm convinced that Ford Motor Company hates us. I really am. The thing is I'd like to know how these expect me to put this back together. I'd be very, very curious to learn how I'm supposed to put this back together. Use a magnetic socket, they said. A magnetic socket. It's a Torx bit, man. There's no magnetic sockets that's gonna get this back in that hole. I'm gonna have to pull some wizardry out of my brain to get this to go back in. That's one of three. I think it's three. Maybe it's just two and I'll luck out. That's a possibility, right? Fat chance, but maybe. And book time says 2.5 hours. I don't think so. I don't think 2.5 is gonna cut it. There's my bolt. Okay, one more up top somewhere. So I'm bear hugging. Got my fingers on the top of this cage thing in here. I'm bear hugging it with my palms. I've got one finger on the fastener and then the other hand is trying to guide in the extension in that Torx socket so I can get the thing loose. 2.5 hours. They say, you know, I can't see it, right? But I can feel it, kinda. Can't feel anything. My fingers are going numb. Yeah. I got that third one. It's gonna come out. Yeah, there you are. Oh, I just dropped the screw. Man. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, I just dropped it. Yeah, that's fine though. Probably wasn't gonna put it back anyway. Kidding, I'm kidding. I always put my, there it is. I just lost it again. It jumped out at me. It's fine, I'll find it. Okay, so what I was doing was disconnecting this device. This is our mode door. This is the, oh, I'm sorry, the recirculation door. That's that thing. Put that over here. So there's the blower. Oh yeah, now I gotta take the accelerator pedal out and then that thing comes out through this hole this way. Okay, I just got done laying on the floor over there for another 20 minutes. I've got the blower motor assembly disconnected. Oh, I hiccuped and blinded myself at the same time. I've got it disconnected. So what you do is there's a tab that locks it in. I'll show you in a sec. You turn it, rotate the body of the motor, and then it comes out this way. There she is. There's our blower motor. That's the unit in question. Let's go power it on and watch it fail while it's running on the bench, I think. This was the most horrible thing ever. Look at this, Laura, look. All this for this.
Jeez.
You believe it?
I saw you doing some.
So I'm gonna take some alligator clips here and we're gonna put a hot in the ground lead on this motor and bring it over to the battery and power it up. I'm out of breath. Let's see if I can stick that in there. Okay. Let's go find a battery. Now this thing is gonna kind of jump. There you go. You gotta get me in frame there, darling.
Okay.
I have to be in frame. You're over here recording my pocket.
I'm learning.
Yeah. So this thing's gonna jump when I put some torque to it. Hopefully I can hang on. It's not gonna run away from me, and it's not doing anything. Okay, maybe that battery's dead. Let's try another one. I know what to do. Lauren, come here.
Yes.
Put this, hold that on that battery right there. Just put your finger on it. No, the metal on the metal, just hold it on there. It's not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
All right, here, look at this. I'm gonna take this, put this on the other side. Your face, you look scared. How come it's not making noise?
What do you mean? What kind of noise is it supposed to
It was
make?
making a horrible noise, and now it is not making noise. Feels pretty good though.
It does.
Well, that's weird. It's not making noise. Well, I guess we'll put it back in and see what it does.